What if one careless promise changed your child's life forever? Sit with that for a second. Imagine celebrating your father's greatest victory. Laughing, dancing, full of pride, not knowing you were the price he had already promised to pay. This is the story of Jephthah's daughter, and it still breaks me every time I read it. Jephthah was about to go to war, and he was scared. Not soldier scared, father scared, human scared, the kind of fear that makes you desperate. So he made a deal with God. He said, "If you give me this victory, whatever walks out of my house first when I come home, I'll offer it to you." Just like that. Words said in a moment of fear, words he probably didn't even think through. And then he went to war, and he won. But the walk home, that walk must have been haunting, because somewhere between the battlefield and his front door, reality started closing in. What did I just promise? What walks out first? A servant? An animal? And then his door opened, and out came his daughter, his only daughter. She was dancing, laughing, tambourine in hand, joy all over her face, because her daddy was alive and he won. She had no idea. And when Jephthah saw her, he didn't smile back. He stopped walking. His face fell apart. He tore his clothes, which in that culture meant unspeakable grief, and he cried out, "You have brought me very low." Not, "I made a mistake." Not, "I'm going to fix this." He said, "You brought me low," as if somehow this joyful, innocent girl running toward her father was the problem. She asked him what was wrong. She looked at this broken man, her father, her hero, and she needed to understand why his eyes looked like that. And when he told her, she didn't fall apart. She didn't scream or beg. She said, "Do what you promised, but give me 2 months first to go into the mountains and grieve with my friends." She grieved something she never chose, a future she never got to have, because her father spoke words in fear that he could never take back. This story is one of the Bible's heaviest silences. There's no miracle at the end. The Bible leaves the ending painfully quiet. Just a daughter who walked back down from those mountains, and she carried the weight of her father's vow. And I think the reason this story is still here, still being told, is because the Bible isn't just a book of victories. It's a book of truth. And the truth is this: words spoken in fear, desperation, or anger carry real weight. They land on real people. They cost real lives. The people closest to us, the ones running toward us with joy, are sometimes the ones most hurt by promises we made when they weren't even in the room. So be careful. Be careful what you vow in your lowest moments. Be careful what you speak over your life when fear is louder than faith. Because some words you cannot unsay, and some wounds outlast the person who made them. Have you ever said something in fear or anger that you wish you could take back? Drop "Lord, guard my mouth" in the comments. You're not alone. Share this and subscribe, because healing starts with honesty.